Hello board gamers! Today I'm going to talk about the Gaia project and I'm going to give my solo review. So if you are not familiar with the game, it's basically Terra Mystica in space. So those games have a lot of similarities. What's really great about Gaia project is that you are actually building a random map out of these tiles each time. And you also have a lot of different races you can play with. And with solo mode, the automa actually also chooses a race. And they all play a little bit different because they have different abilities that they will do with the actions. So that gives a unique flavor to the game because you are playing against kind of different opponent and you are also playing a bit different race. So there's a lot of variation with the gameplay. And the solo mode uses, I would say today, maybe a little bit standard approach. You draw two cards and you combine the cards to show you the action that the bot will actually do. And each time it adds cards, it will do the next thing there is. So it creates a nice gameplay, and you have a lot of different actions the automa will do, and it will play a lot like a human player. The gameplay is, I would say, like an hour and a half. Setup is not that heavy, but it will take some time. It will take like 20 minutes, I think. But if you are able to keep the game on the table and just reset, it will be a lot faster. And one of the downsides, I have to say, is that when the automa deck tells you to place a new mine for the automa, it can be quite brain burner. You have to follow these rules, and there's a lot of things that can happen, and sometimes you have hard time to understand whether the automa will actually place the mine here or here or here, because there's a lot of situations you have to be really careful with the rules of the card, like what's the angle you are looking at, what's the distance and stuff like that. And I sometimes find it quite hard to understand where the automa will actually place the mine. Other rules are not that hard to understand, but the mine placement can be a little bit, I would say, even too complicated at times. So that's the one negative thing I have to say. But all the other things, I have to say, it's a really positive. The game is amazing. The solo mode is amazing. It offers a lot of variations to play and a lot of challenge. Also, it's really hard with the highest difficulty. And yes, there is difficulty levels. So yeah, that's one thing. So even that the game is now almost 10 years old, it's still one of the best solo games in my opinion. It's really amazing. It's giving a sci-fi game without combat actually. So it's just like it's a builder game where you build your empire on the stars, but you are not actually conquering anything. You are not attacking anywhere. So it's like a nice game like that, because usually there's some kind of war elements happening with these kind of games, but this doesn't have any of those. So it's really nice. And also there are no cards. You are not collecting any playable cards or anything like that. So it doesn't have that much luck. It's actually, you can kind of calculate everything. The game doesn't randomize stuff after the setup. So it's really nice. You can just like do whatever you want and play worse or better each time, comparing on how you approach it. But yeah, the game doesn't fall to any random stuff. You can't complain about bad card draws or anything like that. So it's really nice that the game is so nicely balanced, and it works like without of any random stuff happening, any events or anything like that. So yeah, it's a really unique game in that way. There's also a recently released expansion available. I haven't played that one. I don't feel like the game needs any expansions. I found it quite complete like it is, because there is a lot of stuff to be played, a lot of different races, different strategies, a random map each time. You can focus on different aspects each playthrough. There's several tech trees you can follow. You can see the tech trees. Just a moment. So you have all the different 6 tech trees. You can play, of course, some races heavily learn on the sum of the tech trees. Most of the races start the game on 1 step ahead on some tech tree, but still there's a lot of things you can try, you can test, you can play differently, and these all affect on different things. This one gives you tech income, this gives money and stuff. This allows to terraform Gaia planets. This gives you the red, I can't remember the name, UI tokens, something like that. They are like wild resource. This allows you to expand more farther away, and this lowers your terraforming costs. So they are totally different in from each other. So there's a lot of things you can do. But as I said, most of the races kinda say go this way, go that way, but you don't have to follow that precisely. It could be the best approach, but you are not forced to play that way. So yeah, amazing solo game, not that expensive either. I think it's cost like 60 to 70 euros or something like that. It has aged really well. It's almost 10 years old and still amazing. So it's a true classic, I would say, and it's pretty high on Board Gaming Geek top list. So that tells a lot. A lot of people like this game. So if you are somebody who likes to play challenging solo games, this is not a lightweight game. It's medium to heavy, I would say. So if you are somebody who enjoys that kind of board gaming, definitely check out Gaia project. And there is also the older version, Terra Mystica, and the newer Age of Innovation, which is kind of mix between those games, I would say. I haven't played Age of Innovation, so I can comment a lot about that. But what I heard is like some people say you can have Gaia and that, and they are enough different from each other. Some people say that the Age of Innovation completely overplaces this game. This is useless after that. I don't know which one is the right answer, but anyways, this is a really great game. I think I have to buy the Age of Innovation to see myself which one is better, actually. So yeah, this is a really nice game. I can't give any more thoughts about this. So yeah, only one negative thing, as I told, the automa moves can be sometimes a little bit hard to understand. But other than that, the game is amazing. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.